So that's kind of the sync-up test I always do. I alwach clap beforehand.
So it's not a clap on, clap off.
No, it's not clap on. You know, like you ever watch movies or fake movies, I don't know, or behind the scenes, but they always have the
Yes.
and they always have the clapper, I guess, whatever it is.
The clip.
Yes, the clip. Yeah, and that's because they do video separate than audio. Let me tell you, there's been a lot of podcasts where I've started this, and I have not done the clap test, and I can't sync them up. It's like you're watching some foreign subtitled movie.
Wow,
I can't get my voice straight because I'm
fascinating.
trying to sync. It's really actually a thing. So, but if you clap, you line it up and everything's good to go. I know. That's pretty great. So, Miss Amme O'Grady.
Yes.
I want you to give me, you said it probably about 20, 30 minutes ago. Give me the exact title at the Chamber of Commerce. What we are, the Director of Marketing.
Director of Communications and Development.
Director of Communications and Development. What does the Director of Communication and Development do? What's the primary goal? What are we doing here?
Yeah, so I oversee membership and tourism.
How's membership going?
Membership's great. We're about 1,100 members strong and growing.
Really? Weatherford Chamber's 1,100 members?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. That's great. Yeah, okay.
We're about to hit our 200 mark for the year, which is kind of our goal.
What was the most recent member?
The most recent member would be actually today. And it was Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints
Oh,
Church.
where are they located?
They are here in Weatherford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, everything's here in Weatherford.
Yes.
I mean, where and
Yes.
where are they? South side, east side? Are they off the square? But the Church of Latter-day Saints.
yeah, so I actually just received the notification about 4 minutes before we
Okay. So
logged in.
So they
that
are
is
new
the
members,
most recent,
and they are from Weatherford.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I don't want to cause any controversy, but my daughter goes to Tech, and they're playing BYU this weekend in the Big 12 championship.
Yep.
So I am rooting for Tech. I'm not rooting for the Church of Latter-day Saints this weekend, but I am happy to have them as members of the chamber.
I was just in Utah, and I was kind of catching all the hype for that game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, it's a big deal. I mean, the Big 12 championship, Texas Tech, which has so many DFW members, they're in it for the first time in so ever many years, decades, whatever.
That's incredible.
They're playing in Jerry World. My daughter's in the band. She's going to be marching on the field and everything. We're super excited. And they're playing BYU.
Wow. Just an incredible experience.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. All right. So, Miss Amme O'Grady, tell us. We want to start out. Tell us a little bit about yourself. So we're going to get to you and the chamber. I want to talk about that a lot. Super exciting things happening with the chamber.
Yes, sir.
Growth and expansion and wonderful stuff happening here in Weatherford. But talk to me about your start. So let's go back. So we got little Amme O'Grady. Little baby Amy is in our hands. Where's little baby Amme O'Grady? Where are we?
Well, they
We
did
in
not
Kansas?
know what was
We
going
in
to happen, did
California?
they?
Where are we? Yes, they didn't know.
So, no, actually, I was born in Colorado, and my father was the Air Force. So, very shortly after I was born, moved to Utah, lived in Utah with my mother and father at the time, and we moved from there. Lived in Washington State from the time that I was 5.
So you're rooting for Baylor. You're rooting for BYU. Excuse me. You're rooting for BYU.
Well, no, I actually am rooting for Tech.
All right. I like that. Okay, that's good.
Grew up in Washington State. Lived there until I was 28 years old. So that's what I knew. And then after
whereabouts in Washington State? In Washington?
I was over by the Puget Sound.
Okay.
I went to school at Western Washington University in Bellingham.
So Washington, how far are you from Washington State, the Cougs?
So
they're Western, aren't they? They're not in Puget Sound. That's
Seattle.
Washington.
So Wazoo was Eastern Washington.
Okay.
Then you had UW, Seattle.
Okay.
And Western Washington was Bellingham.
Oh,
So it's about 4 hours.
Eastern Washington was
Eastern Washington
is the Cougs.
is Wazoo. I was Western Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a buddy who's big. He's from there, and he's big into the Apple Cup. And the
Okay.
Apple
Yeah,
Cup
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
Washington
Yes.
State. So he taught us all about the Apple Cup, and every year we're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But
no.
the Apple Cup, he's very into that.
It's really crazy. Washington State, Eastern Washington, and Western Washington. It's is totally different. So
Have you ever met any of the Twilight family?
I have not met the Twilight
No?
family. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Well, all right. Because they're up there.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
I know. I was, as soon as I heard Washington, I was like, okay. Because they're up there.
They were up there. Lots of filming.
And they taught me that there is a section of Washington State that is a rainforest.
Yes.
And that's like where a lot of the cougars, and the animals. And
Yes.
That's the rainforest. There's rainforest up in the Pacific Northwest.
There's also a rain belt in Sequim. And that is actually where a lot of residents are now moving or have been moving to retire because there is no rain. And the proper enunciation is squim.
Squim. So it's a rain belt.
Yes.
Which means it doesn't rain.
It does not rain.
Because everyone gets mad at the rain in Seattle.
Everyone gets mad at the rain.
Okay. All right. So they go to this where it doesn't rain.
Yes.
Interesting.
And so when I was younger, it wasn't as well known as it is now, and it has just grown exponentially. But it is a beautiful state. After we left 9/11, my husband worked for Boeing, and they laid off up to 20 years at that time.
I've been by that huge Boeing. One time I went to Seattle, from the airport to Seattle.
Yeah.
We go by a little lake or a river, and there's this enormous Boeing on the other side. Yep.
Yes. So he worked there for years. Unfortunately, he was, or I should say fortunately, because look where I'm at now.
There you go.
He was laid off with all of the others that were laid off up to 20 years.
Oh, yeah. There was pilots. There was airline. Everything. That was a rough time.
It was a rough time.
I remember that. I was up in New York, and my sister's a pilot, and everybody was people were losing pensions.
Yes.
So it wasn't just getting laid off. Some people were like, "Hey, I already retired 4 years ago."
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going under.
It was really difficult. We were blessed. My husband is very knowledgeable. He is just absolutely incredible with aircraft knowledge. And went to a job fair, and he was picked up right away.
Nice.
Funny story is, he told his buddy, "Hey, you got to go check out Navair. I just talked to them. They're real excited."
Yep.
So his buddy went over there, and they showed no interest at all. And he said, "No, they offered me a job." And so he took a position with Navair. At the time, I had...
So is that stationed in DFW?
No, that is actually stationed in Maryland.
Okay.
And I had 2 babies. I had decided to stay home and be a stay-home mom.
Sure. Love it.
And so he was the sole provider for our family. We went to Maryland, and it was an incredible journey. It really was. It was great to see that I was able to connect with so many other stay-at-home moms that were in the same boat that I was, that had the education, that had the experience, but put family first. And we connected as a family, and those were my sisters, and I loved their kids, and it was absolutely amazing. And I have never found anything since that was as beautiful as that.
Talk to me about that. I thought we were kind of quasi-famous here in the Westoplex for having a robust stay-at-home mom community, or, homeschooling, stay-at-home mom, all that. Maybe I'm thinking homeschooling.
It could be the homeschooling here in the Metroplex. It's amazing.
Yeah,
they do a
that's what
great
I'm
job.
thinking
But this was a great group of ladies that just came together and put our careers on the back burner to take care of our children and to be there and experience every single thing that we could with them. And it was the best decision I have ever made. And I believe today that my children are so well conversed and can handle social settings the way they do because we were able to socialize them at a young age. They were, my son was 9 months old, my daughter was 2 years old, and they were in play groups, and we were teaching them right from wrong.
Well, one of your kids just so happens to work for me here at
Yes.
Northside Remedy, and she is very well adjusted, and she's a hard worker, and we love having her. So
Thank you.
Yep. So you did good. Maybe it was the stay-at-home momming.
Yeah, she was our third.
Oh, she was the third.
She was the third.
So the daughter and the son, that's not the one. The daughter's not the one who works for me. There's an older daughter.
No, so I had the older two, and one night.
Well, this is going to blow up the whole story. So, were you a stay-at-home mom for the one that works for me?
I was.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I was.
Right, okay.
I did go back to work when she was in first grade.
Nice.
But no, she was a blessing that was preyed upon. One night we sat down for dinner, and my older two, Chloe and Colin, had decided to say a prayer and ask God for her. And so it kind of caught us off guard.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was done, and we were going to have a family of 4.
Yep.
So
2 bottles of wine later. I'm just kidding.
We gave it a date, and it was by my birthday. If I was not pregnant, then it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
It was 1 week before my birthday.
Nice. I love it. That's a good story.
It was wonderful, and it was really quite great because she's 5 years difference from my middle child. So the other 2 would be in school, and then I felt like I'd had this only child during the day, and I would take her for runs. We'd go down to the water. We would feed the birds.
Awesome.
We'd garden.
So when did we make the move here to DFW or Weatherford?
Yeah. So she was 2 years old
by
that time. So we were in Maryland for 8 years, and this is kind of a crazy story, but my husband was offered a job here working for NavAir at the Lockheed plant as the customer. I had this intuition that mothers sometimes get, and I said, I think we need to act on it. I am very concerned about the high school that they will be attending.
Well, you're talking about Maryland.
In Maryland. And at the time,
is this Prince George's or anything?
No, this was Southern Maryland.
Okay.
And at the time, they were in 2nd and 3rd grade. And Kayla was at home with me.
Yep.
But there was something just gnawing at me. And so I put my foot down and said, I really think we need to take advantage of that. We need to get them out of here. There's something that just tells me they don't need to go here. Had we stayed, when my older 2 would have been juniors and seniors in high school, they would have witnessed a school shooting at that school.
Really?
And so
is that a national one? Would I know the name?
Yeah,
What's the school?
at Great Mills High School.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he the shooter had I guess there was a dance coming up. There was a jealousy issue. So he shot the boy, he shot the girl, and he shot himself. So there was 3.
Oh, geez, horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the intuition, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of felt it, and you made the move, and that's good. Okay, so you're here in Weatherford.
So we moved here, and that was in 2010.
Yeah, so now, I mean, you're in West Parker County now, but you were in East Parker County. You were Mary Martin School District.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, so when we moved here, we lived in White Settlement. We lived in a hotel for about 3 months. And I said, I cannot do this any longer. So we started looking for houses. We found a beautiful home in Hudson Oaks.
Yeah.
And the kids, they loved Mary Martin. We got them signed up, and everything was great. And at the time, Kayla was 3. So
everybody loves Miss Baker.
Oh, she's very near and dear to my heart. Very good friend.
But now my wife's there, so I think Miss Tarbay sells the school now.
Oh, now, yeah.
I mean, Miss Baker's, she's got to run for her money. I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
yes.
I'm just kidding.
And so when she was in first grade, then I decided to go back to work, and I worked for Mary Martin for 5 years.
Nice. Nice. Mary Martin's good.
And
you were saying computer teacher?
Yep. Yeah, so I taught K through 6 at the time because it went to 6th grade. And then I decided to make an advancement in my career, and I took a position at the 9th grade center.
Okay.
I worked there for 1 year, and it was very different.
Yeah, that's a good. Let's limit our talk about the 9th grade center. It is very different.
It is very different. And when I mean very different, it was that nobody told me
Trust me, I know
that I did not have to chase after students who were trying to skip or leave the school. And yet I did, because I wanted what was best for them.
The 9th grade center can be a blessing and a curse. For some, it is no bueno. For others, it's a great experience. Probably like many schools, far better probably than most urban inner city school, but it could be, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We love the ninth grade center. Great leadership, great administration, great teachers that come in there every day and work hard, and we love them. We're kind of joking. The ninth grade center
absolutely.
is, when
Absolutely.
you compare it to Mary Martin, it's hard not to laugh. The ninth grade center is a little different.
Well, it's just the age difference.
Yes.
And I guess I never ask those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they're going to skip and go across the street for Sonic, we don't tackle them in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, you got to ask those questions
Yes.
first.
So, but it was a great year, and I made a lot of great new connections.
You tackled a kid in the parking lot?
Well, you know who it was? Is such a good kid, and I wanted him to continue to do well.
Holy moly.
And
All right. Hey, I like it.
He was a big kid, so
Yeah,
I don't know that the tackle actually worked, but
Gotcha.
I did convince him to come back to class.
It was a failed tackle. Okay.
Yes.
Failed tackle. So how did our time with the chamber come to be? When did we get involved with that?
Actually, at that point, I had decided that I wanted to do something different and get out of education. So I took a position with Lockheed Martin.
Okay.
I worked in the ethics. Well, let me back up. I worked for internal controls and audit for 5 years, and then I took a position with ethics. When I thought I was going to be the one who could make a difference, which I think everybody does when they take a new position, and I was excited about making a difference. But to be honest with you, at the end of the day, we would have allegations substantiated, and it was a no-win because somebody was either going to be fired or somebody was going to be told that the allegations weren't substantiated, and so it was really hard
that's no fun.
because you're messing with people's lives.
Yeah.
And I wanted something different. I decided to go back and get my master's degree.
Okay.
And so I graduated at the top of my class. I was commencement speaker.
All right. We're trying to get to the chamber. Here we go. All right.
And
I won 6 awards. And they gave me a check, and I decided that I was going. Okay, this is great.
The sash and the crown
yes,
and
I got
all
a crown.
of this
Yes,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah. But in doing that, and once you're a commencement speaker, you meet a lot of different people, and those people are interested in you for different reasons.
Okay.
And so there were conversations that were had. One of those conversations was about a Chamber of Commerce. It wasn't the Weatherford Chamber of Commerce, but it was a Chamber of Commerce. So it piqued my interest. I ended up going and continuing to work for Lockheed a little bit longer. And at that point, I decided that I wanted to learn a little bit more about exactly what a Chamber of Commerce does. And I find that a lot of people really don't know what a Chamber of Commerce does.
There's ribbon cutting.
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
what everybody...
business promotion. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you asked me to dive deep,
Right.
I might come up short.
Yes. So I met with Tammy Gazzola.
She's great.
And her and I, we just hit it off. We found out we had a lot in common. And she offered me the position. And what I have the great responsibility, but also pleasure of doing is talking to members and sitting down with them. I invite them in, set up some time with me. Let me hear what your business goals are. Let me hear what the challenges are. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Because I talk to so many different members, I carry that information to the next event, and then I'm able to visit with others, and that's my favorite part. I can connect those two, and I can find a beautiful collaboration, possibly a partnership, and I can watch businesses grow. And I have done that now for the last 3.5 years.
Is there one that stands out? Is there a business memory where you're like, yes, that was a cool meeting?
Piemonte Coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny you say that. I was sitting at the bar here at Northside Remedy. I had come in to help do some dishes, help them out. They were short-staffed a little bit, busy afternoon yesterday, Saturday. And somebody comes up and they hand me like this Piemonte coffee card, and they said, "You ever heard of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I actually bought some at the Weatherford Marina." They had some in the Weatherford Marina, and they were selling them on the thing, and I bought one, and my wife and I loved it. It was great. That is so funny you said that. It was just like less than 24 hours ago, somebody was asking me about my experience with Piemonte coffee.
Yeah. So Richard and Nellie came in, and they were new to Weatherford. They visited with Gloria, and they came and visited with me. And I knew what they had was something that they were passionate about.
How are they selling it? Because like I had it at the Weatherford Marina. Where else am I getting it?
So they were in partnership with Fire Oak Grill.
So them, okay, yeah.
They're in partnership with Dulce Panda.
Oh, so if I go there for the ice cream.
You can get the ice cream, yeah.
But they have the coffee there.
Yes.
Okay, I love that. Great.
And then they have some new food trucks.
Oh, cool.
So they're selling it mobile.
Maybe they're in boutique, like maybe the Junction or something.
Yeah, they have a lot of pop-ups.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If you have a conversation with Richard or Nellie and you ask them about their process, they will give you the time to explain exactly what they do and the picking and the cherry pick process and all of that. And it's actually very amazing because it's nothing but passion that comes out in the conversation. And I love those conversations. If you're passionate about your business, let me help.
So I love that. So we're gonna pivot though, and we are not gonna say names. But if we have a small business owner watching, you've had conversations with businesses that probably did not go well, or you thought to yourself, maybe they need some work, or I wish they had something together. What would be some of the things that you see repeated, and you're like, I don't know about this one. I don't know. They don't have the blank, or it doesn't look like they prepared this, or they did that. I'm worried about this group. Nice people, blah, blah, blah. Is there a reoccurring theme there of like an improvement?
Yeah, and that's actually very heartbreaking because I try really hard to convince them, just trust me for 2 months. And if you just follow this, you will see such a difference. And it all comes back down to networking. And so a lot of businesses, I don't have time for that. I don't have the staff for that. I can't make it to that. I can refer you all day long as a chamber member. I can do a lot of the back work for you. I cannot be your face.
Yeah.
I cannot build those relationships. So if you can just even attend 2 to 3 events a month, and we have a very active calendar. If you can attend 3 times a month, and if you can let me know, and I can hey, I really think that you should talk to so-and-so, and I can let them know.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
Networking is, it's not the phrase, you don't know what you don't know. Well, it's not that, but it's kind of like you don't know what's going to happen at this event that you don't know. Like if you show up, it's almost like college. You tell the students, I tell my daughters, just show up to class.
Yes.
Don't skip class. I know you're probably not going to get much. You're going to fall asleep. Maybe you're tired, whatever. But if you show up, you're going to hear when they say that there's a pop quiz next week.
Yeah.
If you show up, you're going to hear when they say, hey, and extra credit is this and that and that and this. It's the same way with networking. If you show up, you're like, oh, you're looking for a business that makes cupcakes because somebody just pulled out of this event at the rodeo?
Yep.
That's our business, honey.
Yep.
We make cupcakes.
It's
or whatever. I'm making it up.
opportunities.
But it's just, you don't know what's going to come of it, and sometimes nothing comes of it. But you got to show up. You got to show up.
You don't know what the missed opportunities are if you're not there. I know what they are because you weren't there.
Yep.
But I say it time and time again, it's about building those relationships, and it sometimes is really heartbreaking because we'll see businesses that try so hard and they're not the social type.
Yep.
And so they will say, I'm not comfortable. And I will say, what's going to help your business is to get uncomfortable. And we all know that.
I do.
So.
I love shaking hands. All right. So we got some exciting things going on with the Weatherford Chamber.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. There was big groundbreaking.
Big groundbreaking.
What are we doing? What's going on?
So
we have this nice little location now.
Yes.
I shouldn't say little. That sounds demeaning.
It's a little.
But it is a beautiful, historic little location now in the Albertsons parking lot.
Yes.
That's our Weatherford Chamber.
Yes.
But we're moving.
And we're busting at the seams.
Yep.
I mean, we really just don't have any room for anything. And We have an employee that is on a rolly cart desk until just last week, and we bought her a tiny little desk, and she sits in my office with me now. But yeah, we are ready, and I think our community is ready for something bigger. So it'll be an 18,000 square foot building that will hold our visitor center. It'll be an event center, a business development center, and then our chamber.
Am I right to say we broke ground, or did I say that
We
wrong?
did break ground, yes.
So there is a location. Tell
there
me
is
where
a
the
location. So I can give you the actual address, but I am a little bit worried that I might get it wrong.
Where is it by? I mean, where are we? North side of town, south side of town?
Santa Fe.
Okay, we're on Santa Fe.
And it is Holland Lake Drive towards the interstate. So it is that wooded area. And what we hear a lot of is, you're cutting all the trees down. We're not.
It's probably the prettiest little forest in Weatherford.
It's the middle parcel.
Okay.
So, and if you've driven past there, you know that that's not the heaviest
no, it's not.
wooded area.
No.
We will be having a deer feeder in the back. So we will take care of our deer. But it is going to be absolutely incredible because we have so many different organizations that are looking to host events. And this is going to be the perfect opportunity for them to be able to host an event that will hold 400 individuals. And we just don't have that right now. So, I mean, Sanctified Hope. We're talking about, you know, their fashion gala. Now, they're taken care of right now, but if they want to expand and they want to invite more people, this gives them that opportunity.
And here's the thing. There was a time where we had 0 event centers. We do have some event space.
We do.
But when you want an event, it's like, this is what it seems to me. It's like at the same time. It's spring. It's the weather's nice.
Yes.
It's prom time, or it's dance time, or it's end of a school sports time. And these 3 or 4 little event centers, which are wonderful, some might even be members of the chamber for all I know, but they're totally limited.
Yes.
And they're totally booked, and they're totally gone, and then there's weddings, and there's this and that. So to have one that is business focused, and it's for the chamber client, it's for Weatherford business, Weatherford chamber, that's a totally different thing.
Yes.
This is not a wedding venue necessarily, although maybe there'll be weddings hosted there. I have no idea your plan. But it's a different thing, right? Am I thinking this? Am I envisioning it right? Okay.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of times that is the problem. I mean, we struggle with that as the chamber, trying to find different venues to host events. And we come up sometimes where somebody has beat us to it. We can't get in. And we're talking about a year out. We plan our calendar a year out. I was asking for a 2027 calendar, and apparently they're not made yet, which I don't know why. But
wait, time out. You're asking for a 2027 calendar?
Yes. Our 26 is done.
I might be on the side of the calendar people here. We're still in 2025.
I know.
What is wrong with these people? There's no 2037 calendars. Well,
but the reason is so that we can get the venue.
I get it. I understand. Yes.
And
I do. I understand. Well, Amy, we have flown through our time. We're on our last 20, 30 seconds. I always like to give the guests an opportunity to kind of close that off. Closing words. We're on live. We're on the web. This will stay around forever.
Okay.
Any words of wisdom for family, maybe for your children, maybe for business owners? What do we got?
Words of wisdom. I would say, get uncomfortable, have the conversations, get out, meet people. If you have an entrepreneurship mind, please visit with the chamber. Let us help you. We have a lot of resources. We have a lot of guidance. We want to see people succeed. We want to support local. We want to see our local community thrive. And I think that it is doing very well.
Great words. Amme O'Grady.
Thank you.